Hi, and welcome back to the Stained Canvas. Today we are going to be doing some Halloween special effects makeup. The first time I did this, it was over a decade ago, and this glycerin and this gelatin are two of the ingredients you're going to need, and they're actually very old. They're actually from when I did this a decade ago. You could reuse the gelatin. We're not eating it, so it should be fine. Even if you have expired gelatin, is a great way to reuse it, like use it even if you can't eat it. You're going to also need water for this and a little container that can go into the microwave. So what you're going to do is you're going to take some gelatin. I measure out whatever's in this package. I'm fairly certain it's a tablespoon, and you're going to need a tablespoon of each. So 1 tablespoon of gelatin, 1 tablespoon of glycerin, and 1 tablespoon of water. And you can measure it out just to be certain that's what you have, because it's equal parts. So I'm just measuring right now my gelatin and being sure that I do have a tablespoon. And like I said before, my glycerin, you can use vegetable glycerin. Mine is just, I don't know, it's very old. It's, I think it's just regular glycerin. But you can use the vegetable kind if you like. And I just add that to the gelatin. And then I have a big bottle of water here that I keep in my studio, and I'm just going to pour and mix everything together. And I'm just going to mix everything and make sure all of the granules of the gelatin are dissolved into the liquid. Once you have it mixed thoroughly, you're going to microwave it for 10 seconds. This is going to make it a little liquidy, and that's okay. That's kind of what you want. And then you're going to start off with clean skin, so you don't want to have any lotion on or anything like that. And I'm just going to you're going to see me right here. I'm going to test to see how hot it is, because it is microwave liquid. So you have to be very cautious not to burn yourself while you're doing this. I'm just testing it with my finger. And then I'm also going to pick some up with my big old spoon and just carefully test on my arm to be certain that it's not super hot. And I feel it's perfectly fine. It's warm, but not burning or anything like that. And then I'm going to make an even layer, and then I'm going to put more of the liquid gelatin combo in the top part. And I'm kind of, you could see, I take the spoon and I kind of flatten out the sides, right? I want it more thick in the center of the wound, and I want it to be very thin when you go on the outsides of all the wound, like all the area that you're going to make the wound. Now I decide to do scratches, like as if, some kind of large animal scratched my arm or something like that. You can also make like a bite mark. Maybe you've been, you're going as a zombie or whatever, and you've been bitten, or you could do the zipper arm, add a zipper to your forearm. But now, after I've put this on, I'm letting it dry just a tiny bit. You want it to still be sticky when you do this. So I'm just taking a piece of a fork. It's a wooden fork, and I'm just scoring where I want my fake wound to be. So I'm not hurting anything. I'm just, peeling away the gelatin. And it's very sticky at this point, but this is the perfect time to do it. If you wait too long, it actually gets quite firm. And when it's completely non-sticky anymore, it's very hard to actually make where you want your wound to be. So you have to be very sure and get to it before it gets solid. So it's kind of a quick process. I'm going to attempt to do like one more. I kind of wanted 4 scratches on my forearm there. So you're kind of seeing me do this, and it's very, very sticky. So the parts that you do, separate, it kind of globs up, but you could just easily peel those off. And once I've got that done, you can move the little bowl aside. And actually, if you stay all the way through to the end of the video, I actually show you how to do cleanup and all the various things for this. But yeah, here I'm just making sure that I have a nice big space to put the Halloween makeup paint in. And I don't want to like really, I don't mind if there's flaps and stuff, because I feel like that's perfect Halloween. And I'm just testing how sticky it is still, and it's actually getting more firm. So I know soon I'll be able to add the Halloween makeup to it. Now for the Halloween makeup, it's just as old as the gelatin. It's very old makeup, but all you need is red paint, black paint, fake blood, and then a like concealer or powder that's close to your skin tone or close to the skin tone of the person that this wound fake makeup is going on. First, I just set up all the makeup so that it's super easy for me to, just grab what I'm going to need. So red, black, and some fake blood. The fake blood is actually going to be the last part of the makeup application, because you want it to be drippy over everything else, and it's going to look, it's going to look pretty decent. But here I am just getting my palette ready. That's the fake blood. So now I'm just getting my arm comfortable, because you are going to stay there for a little bit. And I start with the red, and all you're going to do is like paint on your skin. So you're going to go, between the cracks of gelatin, and you're painting your arm essentially. And I just paint it. I start with the red. And then after I have a good red, I'm going to wet my brush and just like make the black paint a little liquidy, because I don't want to put the black all over where I did the red. I just want to add the black kind of to the cracks of the gelatin to give it kind of some shading. And I'm going to go all around it, and then I'm going to add more red to make it look like dark, it's darker red. And then once that's done there, I'm going to go to my concealer and my foundation here. This is almost a perfect match to my skin, and it's very old. So, this is only Halloween makeup foundation. So I'm not worried about getting anything dirty on the applicator or whatever. So I'm actually going to take a makeup sponge to apply it to my arm. And you'll see that coming up in 1 second. And there it is. And all we're going to do is just tap it into the foundation and then cover up, trying not to get it into the cracks where we just painted our red, obviously. But we're going to cover all the shiny parts of the gelatin, because our skin is not shiny. So you really want to kind of blend that out as well. I'm going from the gelatin kind of up my arm more. And you'll see like around the bottom, I kind of cover up my tattoo a little bit with it. But all in all, I think it looks pretty good. And I'm trying very hard not to combine the foundation in the red. So once I've got that all done, I'm going to add the fake blood into the wounds. And this just sets it off perfectly. It gives that shine, and it kind of gives it a darker red color as well. And I don't know, there's something about the fake blood that sets it off pretty good. I could have done a little bit of better job blending everything, but for the most part, it looks pretty good. And there it is. It like dripped out, which is perfect. That's kind of what we want. And then I'm going to actually show you how to remove it. And there I'm showing the scratch marks, like some beastie scratched me or whatever. To take it off, it's quite simple. Oh yes, I'm going to show you. This is the leftover gelatin, and you can actually reheat it and use some more. And it cleans so easily. It's not sticky anymore when it's completely cooled down, and you can peel it off easy peasy. I just put this into a Ziploc bag, and I'm actually going to use it probably on my husband. Give him a fake wound as well. So to take it off is very simple. You could peel it off kind of like a face mask, although if you have hairy arms like I do, it feels kind of like a band-aid when you're pulling it off. Another way you could clean it off is you can wet it, right? You can wet it and peel it. I wouldn't, unless it's dissolved, I wouldn't really put it down the drain. And here I just have a baby wipe, and I'm just baby wiping it off. It's so simple to come off, and it sticks very, very well. Like, it will be one of those Halloween things that, it's not going to come off until you pull it off. So you can go to a Halloween party or masquerade or whatever you feel like, and it will stick. It's not going anywhere. And then I just rub it off, and that's it. That's the stained canvas Halloween special effects makeup for you. Thank you for watching, and I hope you really like this, and I hope you have a fantastic Halloween, and I think that, you're going to be the best looking person with a wound. So bye for now.